Come in, please. How are you? Sorry for making you wait, but as you can see, there is a lot of people. Okay, let's start. Your medical test, I found everything wrong. Let me explain. Are you sure? If I'm sure, it's not a coincidence me to have all these medals. This is what you have. The main disorders that you have are related with the cardiovascular system, and let me tell you that those are the leading cause of death worldwide. Not me, Wikipedia, not me. You don't have those disorders, but you have certain risk factors that predispose you to cardiovascular disease. For example, you told me that several members on your dad's side have hypertension. That is a genetic non-controllable factor, the same as being men. Men are more predisposed to cardiovascular disease. But also, look at you. It's not a news for us that these were you in high school. And this is you now. Your lifestyle is horrible. You don't do exercise, you drink, you smoke, and the only thing that you eat is this. Damn man, you are so bad. For you to understand better, look at this image. Can you see it?
This is the higher part of you, and this is the lower. Obviously, Jim, this is your heart. The blood runs to the venas to this part of the heart, that is called the right atrium. From the right atrium, the blood passes to the right ventricle. The right ventricle pumps the blood to the lungs, where it is oxygenated. After this, blood runs again to the left atrium of the heart. From the left atrium, it passes to the left ventricle, and the left ventricle pumps the oxygenated blood to all your body. And again, from all your body to your heart. These red tubes are called arteries, while the blue ones are called venas. Arteries take oxygenated blood to the body, while venas take blood from the body to the heart. Interesting, isn't it, Jimmy? And maybe you're questioning yourself, what are these little nets right here? Okay, thank you for asking. I'm glad to explain you. Well, these nets are called capillaries. And look at this purple color right here. Well, this net is the same as this one. See, blood is running through artery until arriving here to capillaries, the intersection between an artery and a vein, the purple color. Okay, Jim, capillaries are important because they exchange substance between the tissue cells and blood. Imagine this is tissue and this is blood. Oxygen and nutrients diffuse from capillaries to tissue fluid that surrounds the cells, while waste such as carbon dioxide diffuse from tissue to the capillaries. Well, okay, I know, this is not what you wanted to hear, but it's interesting, at least for me. Okay, let's go back. You are interested in this. The blood that is pumped into the arteries exerts a pressure upon their walls, known as blood pressure. And Jimmy, let me tell you that in your medical test, and according to your medical test, you are right here, your high blood pressure. And let me explain you why. When a person gains weight, they have a more fat tissue that requires a blood supply. So the heart must send extra blood under pressure, leading to hypertension. So hypertension means high blood pressure. And let me tell you what, Jim, you're predisposed to have hypertension. Woohoo! Oh, no, Jim, where are you going? We've just started. Take a seat, please. Okay, let's go back. Oh, Jim, no, stop. Don't die. At least, no, here. That's another point that I wanted to talk about. Cardiovascular system works together with respiratory system to supply oxygen and eliminate carbon dioxide. Continue this way, none of both is going to work properly. So, since today, you stop smoking. The respiratory system provides the oxygen and eliminates the carbon dioxide. The cardiovascular system transports blood containing the gases between the lungs and body cells. Explain it in a better way. This is you, Jim. Unfortunately, this is you breathing cancer, the only thing that you breathe. Breathing is also known as pulmonary ventilation, and it consists in the inhalation, inflow, and exhalation, outflow, of air between the atmosphere and the alveoli of the lungs. During inhalation, the diaphragm contracts and the rib cage expands, while in exhalation, the diaphragm relaxes and the rib cage gets smaller. This is the most important. During inhalation, the bronchial tree is full of air, while in exhalation is empty. This is an alveoli and is located in the last part of the bronchial tree. And Jim, please tell me the name of this net. Jim, please. I know you know it. Jim, Jim. Exactly, excellent, Jim. That is a capillary. Next, as you remember, the blood from the body arrives to the heart, and from the heart it goes to the lungs. And guess which part of the lungs? Right, the alveoli. Here, unoxygenated blood arrives to the alveoli, and in the purple part, capillary, this blood refuses carbon dioxide, while from the alveoli to the blood, it gains oxygen. So, this is a vein and this is an artery. And what happens to this blood? Okay, we already saw it. It goes back to the heart, where the left ventricle pumps it to the rest of the body. We have to study the components of the blood in order to know how oxygen is transported. This is the composition of the blood. It's a water solution with wastes, nutrients, and carbon dioxide. White blood cells, or leukocytes, fight infections and aid to the development of immunity. Platelets, or thrombocytes, are involved in the process of blood coagulation. Red blood cells contains the pigment hemoglobin, which functions to transport oxygen. And the rest of the process, you already know it, Jim. The blood arrives to the capillaries, where there is the gas exchange. The oxygen arrives to the tissue, while the carbon dioxide flows through the vein again to the heart and to the lungs, and when it is in the lungs, the alveoli get them to exhalate them. Oh, Jim, sorry. We almost finished. Let's make it quick. Jim, you've damaged almost all your system of your body by eating candies, drinking soda, drinking alcohol, smoking, and using drugs, why not? So, maybe you explode. But there is one solution that I can tell you. That solution is your urinary system. The function of the urinary system is to produce urine from waste and conduct it outside of the body. The kidneys are the main organs of the urinary systems, and their main function is to produce urine. Ureters are tubes that allow urine to pass from kidneys to urinary bladder. Urinary bladder is the place where urine is stored, and until nerve impulse, it would go out to the body through urethra. Inside of the kidney, there are nephrons, that are the structures in charge of produce urine. The process of urine formation starts in the nephron with the blood supply, and it has 3 steps: 1, 2, and 3. Okay, so that's all, Jim. We finished. Jim? 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 Jim, where are you? Jim?